Well, good evening, everybody. This is Brad Fiskus, and I'll be sharing tonight's commentary. Tonight's match against Spring Hill marks the first time that Page and Spring Hill have wrestled in program history. This is Spring Hill's first official year with a wrestling team under veteran coach Bo Moss. Also tonight, this is the first sub-district match before Page High, and they will need to win 2 out of the 3 sub-district matches to advance to the 3A district duels. The South Sub-District, which Page is a part of, consists of Independence, Spring Hill, and Summit. Last year, Independence and Page and Summit all qualified for the TSSAA state duels, and so the South Sub-District is a very competitive division. This is also the first year that Page has moved up to the 3A division. Last year and the years previous, they were in the AAA division. Tonight, we're going to be having some exhibition matches as well as the varsity matches. And we just want to give a shout out to Peyton Marsh, who is working her way towards another girls' state championship tournament. Last year, she placed 5th at the TSSAA girls' state tournament. And she's done a great job of keeping herself moving and learning and wrestling and so on. And so we're excited to see her do that this year and qualify in her senior year. This is senior night, and so we will be introducing our seniors this evening and celebrating them with their families. And so we have a great lineup tonight. Looks like we're going to have probably about 5 or 6 exhibition matches. In wrestling, if you've not sure about wrestling, the way the scoring happens is that exhibition matches are not scored in terms of a team score, but they are scored during matches. So they'll start out on their feet, and then the goal there is for one of the opponents to take the other opponent down, and if they get the takedown, that's 2 points. Once they're down on the mat and they're wrestling on the mat, the goal is for the top man to turn that bottom wrestler to his back, while the bottom wrestler's goal is to get off the bottom, whether that's with an escape by getting away, and that gives them 1 point, or by a reversal by moving from the bottom to the top. And so so those are just some things. I'll be shouting out some other things as we go along during this bout, and we just are glad that you're with us. Coming up next week on Tuesday, the Page wrestling team does wrestle Independence, and then this weekend we are scheduled to wrestle in the GP West tournament. As you may know, we have some storms coming in, so we're hoping that tournament will go. And then on Monday, the freshmen and JV will compete in a tournament up in Rossview. So a lot of wrestling still to go. This wrestling season continues through February. The state tournament is in the week of, I think, the 15th through the 18th, or the 16th through the 19th. And so everybody's goal is to qualify and get to the state tournament, and we've got some great opportunities for our guys. Nick Oberstadt's still going strong, undefeated. We have some other guys that on the team that have had a great season going forward, and the reality is everybody has a shot that's going into the region tournament. They just need to focus on winning that match and winning the next match. And so in terms of a dual team, as these teams compete with each other and each match ends, the team earns team points. And so the goal is, of course, to score more points. And as you move along, if you win by the match by decision, and it's 7 points or less, the team gets 3 points for the victory. If you win by 8 points or to 14 points, it's a 4-point win. If you win by 15 or more points, it's a technical fall, and you win. The team receives 5 points. Any kind of a pin, a fall, or a forfeit, the team receives 6 points. Ian Daffron is a senior wrestling at 126, has had a great season.
With a senior record of 19-6. He is a captain in the 2017-18 team and plans to attend the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Next up, Mr. Alec Filarowski.
Alec's not going to be wrestling tonight potentially, but he has had a great season so far.
Alec has over 100 career wins. He's a 3-time state qualifier, a 5th place state medalist, and plans to attend the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Mr. Alec Filarowski.
Yeah, Alec is a 3-time state qualifier, placed 5th in the state, and looking forward to another great season.
Mr. Nick Overstadt, son of Melissa and Dave, with a current record of 28 wins, 0 losses. A captain with over 100 career wins, a 3-time state qualifier, and a 5th place medalist in the state. Nick plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Knoxville.
Yeah, Nick's having a great year. He's 28-0. He and Alec both have over 100 wins between them together, and so over 200 wins combined, and just a great year so far.
A varsity captain and plans on attending the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Mr. Daniel Vaughn.
And Daniel's had a great season, even though he's been out for a few weeks. He's actually on his way back in now. We're excited about having Daniel back in and looking forward to his rest of his season.
The girl that started the Page High Wrestling program here at school, Miss Peyton Mark.
Yeah, so Peyton was the first ever Page girl wrestler, and she's represented us well by placing 5th in the state last year, and just cannot wait to see how she does this year.
Miss Peyton Mark. We would also like to recognize our senior manager, who is not going to be talked about, Miss Erin Wall.
Yeah, we can't do it without the managers. Erin has been a big support in many ways. Say anything on the feed?
I can.
It's up to you. You know anything about? You all right? You sick?
My dad coached wrestling, but I coached basketball and everything but wrestling.
That's all right.
Yeah, I probably
WWE. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get started here with some exhibition matches, and I just want to make sure that you all heard about the accomplishments and about each of those wrestlers we just recognized. So Ian Daffron, his parents are Meredith and Eric Daffron. Currently he's 19-6, and he's a captain, planning to go to University of Tennessee at Knoxville. As you can see out on the mat right now, we've got Ezra Chrisman, and they're starting up in the neutral position. And you'll see there's a difference in the singlets, the uniforms. The Spring Hill wrestlers wearing a pair of wrestling shorts and a compression shirt, and that's a newly approved uniform for this year. And then, of course, Ezra is wearing the traditional Page singlet. So, also introduced was Alec Filarowski. He's the son of Laura and Jim Filarowski. He's currently 12-2. He's got over 100 wins and 3-time state qualifier, placed 5th in the state, and he's a captain as well and planning to go to the UT Knoxville next year. We got Ezra's working right there for a takedown. He had a single, he switched off to a double. Now he's working up to get back points here. He's going to try to put him on his back. Nick Oberstadt is the son of Melissa and David Oberstadt. He's currently 28-0, and he's a captain, over 100 wins. Also qualified 3 times for the state tournament and has placed 5th in the state tournament, going to UT Knoxville. And then Daniel Vaughn is the son of Claire and Billy Vaughn. He's 13-3 currently. He's a captain and going to UT Knoxville as well. And then Peyton Marsh, who we talked about earlier, the first girl wrestler that started the Page Wrestling program for girls here. She placed 5th in the state last year. and she's the daughter of Jennifer and Greg March. As we get ready to start this top-bottom position, this was because there was a break in the match. Ezra's working to break him down here to score more back points. Yeah, the referees stopped it because of potentially dangerous for that young man's arm on the bottom. He did get too near fall there. It's great to see Spring Hill starting this wrestling program. They've got a good number of students out for wrestling, which is great. Spring Hill, of course, is located down in Murray County, just across the Williamson County line. And the more wrestling teams that we can get and the more programs we can build, the stronger Tennessee wrestling will continue to be. So at the end of the period, referee did not award any near fall. Referee flipped the coin to determine who gets to have choice. So you'll see Ezra made that cross arm with his arms, and he's telling you that he's deferring. And now the Spring Hill wrestlers chose neutral. Again, their purpose right here, their goal right here is to get a takedown. You see there's two circles here. The outer circle is the out-of-bounds line, and the inner circle is the center line. And referees tend to want wrestlers to wrestle in that center area. Now, that's a great takedown right to near fall or to his back. He's working for a pinning combination here. A pin occurs when he's held his opponent's shoulders to the mat for at least 3 seconds, and the referee feels that that's been sufficient. There. So Ezra wins by pin. Next up for Paige in this exhibition round is Sean Holder. Sean's been wrestling some varsity as well, and he continues to improve each week. So you can see there's a size difference between these two guys. Sean weighs about 280. The max on this weight class is 285. The other, I'm not sure who this wrestler is for Spring Hill, but none of their wrestlers weigh more than 220. And so that's the challenge in this weight class, that you can weigh as anywhere from 220 to 221 all the way up to 285. And Sean in this position, he's better off if he's not shooting under his opponent. He's much better at snapping the guy down and being up on top of him and using his weight. And he needs to get his legs back and so the referee has given both wrestlers a stalling warning. Each of them received that one stalling warning, and the next time that he has to call stalling, it'll be a point for whoever he decides is not stalling at that point. He could end up awarding both wrestlers each a point if he calls stalling again. Into the first period, score 0-0. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling. So again, the referee flipped the coin, and Sean had the choice, and so he had the choice of top, bottom, neutral, or defer, and he chose bottom. His goal here is to get out and get one, get an escape and get away, or to get on top, go from the bottom to the top of the wrestler and become to get a reversal. And that Spring Hill wrestler is doing a good job of keeping weight on Sean to make it difficult for Sean to move. We'd hope here that Sean would stand up or try to move off bottom. He does run the risk of being called for stalling again since he's already been warned. It was close. He needed to move that sooner, and he'd had the opportunity to score a point, but time ran out. So again, they're going back neutral now. Spring Hill wrestler decided to go on their feet with hopes of taking them down. Both wrestlers still have been warned for stalling, so another stalling call will award a point to the opponent that's not stalling. Exhibition matches have a period length of, first period's 2 minutes, and the second and third are each 1 minute. It's a much faster match than the varsity matches, which are 2-2-2. Sean's working double underhooks right here, trying to get inside on him. Spring Hill wrestler is backing out quite a bit here. Got 20 seconds left. If for some reason if we do end up with a tie score, we will go into overtime, and there's a 1 minute sudden death overtime. Sean's in trouble here. Spring Hill wrestler's gotten a takedown and taking him to his back, and so it looks like the Spring Hill wrestler is going to end up with the victory. There's just not enough time for Sean to recover. So Spring Hill wrestler finishes with a 5-0 win. Coming out to wrestle now is Peyton Marsh. She's wrestling Mackenzie Justice from Spring Hill. Yeah, I can see their headgear's a little bit different than the other guys. These are a hairnet that they wear, and anyone, whether they're a male or female, if they've got really long hair, the referee's going to ask them to wear a hairnet so that their hair is not in the way. Peyton's working here. Referee's awarded a takedown for her. She's now working a bundle here. Her goal right here is to move around so that she can be on top of this Spring Hill wrestler. Right now she's gaining back points. You can see the referee has counted, and it looks like he's going to call a pin here soon. Peyton wants to get off her knees right here. She wants to have all her weight right there. Great job for Peyton Marsh. So what you saw there right there was Ray McGee coming up. This is the first match at the varsity bout, and Ray receives a forfeit. Now coming out is Steele Bjork wrestling Tyler Moore from Spring Hill at 160. So both wrestlers still working for control here, trying to get inside control so that they can work for a takedown. Spring Hill took a knee drop right there, trying to get inside. Steele did a good job of blocking him. What's up? I got back. I didn't want to mess with that storm, so I came in. Well, I'm excited to have my buddy back. Nathan Leishner's back here with us tonight. Nathan, how you doing, man?
I'm sorry for being late. I came straight from physical therapy.
How's your knee doing?
It's doing pretty good. Got 5 more months of physical therapy until I'm cleared to start running and doing anything else I want to do.
Yeah, Nathan, we were wrestling up at White House, and Nathan got his foot stuck in the mat, and the wrestler shot in and tore his knee up pretty good. So it hurt us team-wise. And we're hoping Nathan can continue to heal and be back with us next year.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to participate. And good thing is, it didn't happen my senior year. It happened my junior year. Give me some more time.
That's right. That's right. So it's still 0-0. We're about 10 seconds left in this match, and the Spring Hill wrestler has been the offensive wrestler right in here a little bit. Steele's done a good job of being defensive. So before the bout started, the captains met, and the referee flipped the coin, and Paige was able to choose the even matches, and so that means that they'll have choices on match number 2, 4, 6, and so on. So we chose bottom this round. So we wrestled some exhibition matches, Nathan, and this is the second bout of the varsity match, and where Ray McGee received a forfeit at 152, so this is 160.
How did our matches go?
Peyton pinned hers, and Ezra pinned his, and Sean lost 5-0 in a tough match, so they did all right. There'll be another exhibition match coming up at 182, I think, or 195, depending on, we'll just have to see how that flows. I wasn't sure what Coach said. So Ezra Steele's out and gets another escape. So he gained a point, we believe, from a penalty or a stalling call on the Spring Hill wrestler. And so he now is ahead 2-0.
A little under a minute left in the second period.
Who's this match sponsored by tonight, Nathan?
This match is sponsored by Snow. It's about to hit us like a train.
Yes, and Carol Birdsong called us today to let us know that no school tomorrow.
That is exciting.
So what will you do with your 4-day weekend?
I will be driving down to Chattanooga before the weather hits and hanging out with some of my friends that are and rolled there, and then driving back when the snow melts.
All right, we'll be safe on those roads. Now we're called, Steele has been called for stalling. We got about 10 seconds left in the period. Steele picks it up. He needs to score here. He's just got to come around and cover. If he comes around and cover, nope. Some referees will let you wrestle a little bit more on the mat right there on that edge, and some won't.
Score 2-0 into the second period with our very handsome bopper out there, Collins Fiscus.
That's right. That's right. Takes after his dad. I'm his dad. So Coach Gray was telling Steele that he's got to be careful because his first moves are back, and so the referee could call Steele for stalling if he continues to back up and not move forward or circle forward. And so he's doing better there. He needs a score right here. There we go. Nice job. So Steele gets takedown and gives an escape. He can go to do the same thing again if he's heavy here. Oh, he's got a quarter Nelson on right there. He needs to crank it. He needs the high leg over. Oh, I'm not sure how to call it stalemate there, but I'm not the referee today, Nathan.
Yeah, I feel like Steele had a chance there to break that one, but can't change what the ref says. So.
I guess I can't be the commentator and the referee, huh?
No, that would be amazing. Out of bounds.
Steele's doing a good job of staying in position, even though the guy is being a little more offensive with him. He can short arm out of there. There he did. Good job right there.
That was clean.
So now he's up 6-1.
35 seconds left in the third period.
He's got that head lever. He's working on that wrist and trying to get that arm behind his back, control him. He's got to watch riding his hips too much if the referee doesn't think he's working for anything. There he goes. Ten seconds here, 10 seconds. So if all holds out, this will be a 3-point team points for Page. So final score 6-1. That gives Page another 3 points, so current team score is 9-0. Do that.
Good single leg.
Oh, great. So here we're at 170, and we got Seth Wright wrestling. I think this is where Seth may have received a forfeit first, and then they've come back out and wrestled this. This is an exhibition match, I believe. Yeah, so Nathan, Seth got a forfeit at 170, and then and now this is an exhibition match. So Chris is going to wrestle 182, it looks like.
And for the viewers, once again, exhibition matches don't count toward your team points, but are more for mat time and experience. The more mat time, the better.
So before you were able to get here tonight, we celebrated senior night and got to talk about some of these wrestlers that are seniors, and they've had a great. They've had some really good career here, you know.
Mm-hmm. Sad to see him go.
Get Seth to plug in. We had a rough season with some injuries here. You know, last week we Austin Harshaw got dropped and injured there, and had a broken collarbone, and so he's going to found out he's going to have surgery this next week to fix that. And of course, you earlier in the season, and Daniel Vaughn at one point in the season had an injury, but the thing about it is our young guys have been stepping up and filling some holes in those spots too. So.
Yeah, we just, it's a shame because we have so many starters that are actually out, and that takes a huge blow, especially moving up in divisions like we have this year.
Yeah.
That is a pin for Seth.
All right, so that doesn't add into the team score because that's an exhibition match, but that is a victory for Seth, and so now we're going back into the varsity portion of the match of tonight, and we've got Chris Parcell coming out to wrestle at 182. And this is Hosea Bonifield, I believe is how you pronounce that. Pausing for a moment here. We might have actually had Seth might have wrestled the wrong wrestler. We're not sure here.
Rookie mistake.
That's right.
That's a fault on the coach's fault.
That's right. Yeah, you know, that's a lot to manage. First year, kid's not sure what to do. This, as we said earlier, this is the first year for wrestling at Spring Hill, and we're excited to have him here. And this is the first sub-district match for Page tonight. They have 3 more sub-district matches that they're going to wrestle coming up. Or 2 more, actually, 2 more. Oh, hey Nathan, since your name's on top, go ahead and talk about this match here. So you're just hanging out, looking at your name on the screen.
Yeah, well, Chris went ahead with a quick takedown. Staying back, still searching for any sort of a pinning combination. Looking for some sort of a tilt.
Throwing that leg in there. Last weekend, the wrestlers went to Maryville, Tennessee, way out east, and competed in a tournament out there. I'm going to see if I can pull up those results.
Chris, once again, looking for a tilt, looking for back points and possibly a pin. One escape for the Spring Hill. Score is now 7-1. 20 seconds left in the first period. Takedown for the Patriot, looking for a bundle.
That was pinned right there, so that moves our score to 21-9.
A very young team.
21-0. I'm sorry, 21-0.
They appear to have a very young team.
Yes, I think they do. So I wanted to give you an update on the last weekend. The Page wrestlers did extremely well at the Maryville Invitational. They placed 4th overall as a team. 9 of our wrestlers out of the 14 that were in the tournament placed in the top 8, and Nick Oberstadt and Chris Parcell both won their tournament weight classes. Page gives a forfeit here at 195.
That hurts.
That's right. So Spring Hill gets on the board with 6, so it's 21-6. So now we're at 220. We got Dalton Scott wrestling Johan Williams, and Dalton is still trying to regain some experience from not wrestling since middle school.
That hurts. Wrestling a couple years, taking a break, and then trying to get back into it. It's hard on your body.
Spring Hill wrestler got a takedown, and then he was called for locking hands. And you can lock hands if you're in a pinning combination, but not around the body at other times in those situations. So he did not have a pinning combination in. He had his hands locked around his waist, and the referee called penalty. And now he's looking for a pin, and he got a pin.
Spring Hill with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first period.
That's right. So we got Spring Hill now 21, or Page now with 21, and Spring Hill with 12. Now we're going to 285. Daniel Vaughn is coming back to wrestle tonight for the first time in a few weeks, and he is wrestling. I believe Christian Cooper.
Daniel Vaughn was out with a shoulder injury?
Yeah, yep. Had a shoulder separation. Great job here getting the takedown really quick. He's still sort of testing the waters about how his shoulder's feeling, so.
Play it safe is what he needs to do. It'd be a shame for a senior year to get hurt and that be it.
That's right. So he goes out and gets a pin for us, which is great, and moves our team score 27-12. So moving back around to the beginning of the lineup at 106, we have O'Neal Sebastian. I'm not sure what I just did there. And he receives a forfeit. All right, now we got one of your favorite wrestlers, freshman Harrison Heyman. Come out, talk about Harrison a little bit. He's wrestling real quick. He's going to be wrestling Isaiah Brooks.
Harrison is a very impressive freshman to me. I mean, for him to come out as a freshman, wrestle this weight class, and do it so well was very impressive to me, especially his shape. He is in the single best shape I have ever seen for a wrestler at this early in the season.
Yeah, he's quite an athlete. And he's doing well, and the thing about him is he has a lot more that he can improve and even become even better. That's exciting.
You heard it here first. I'm calling this a future state champion. Just needs a little more experience.
Yeah. So Harrison did get the takedown, and then there was a little bit of a tussle there, a little bit of almost a reversal, but ended up giving an escape.
A little early call out of bounds, but
That was a nice change. Oh, that was close. That was close. You know, some referees will let you wrestle on that edge.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like this one doesn't want us to.
The only rule about the edge is there has to be 5 feet between the 5 feet of mat between the rim of the ring and the gym floor.
Yeah, I know. There's plenty of room there for him to finish that.
Plenty of room. Some refs think it's better safe than sorry, though, I guess.
I guess so. So Harrison got a takedown, and then he gave up an escape again.
Score is 4-2 Harrison with 30 seconds left in the first period.
Got about 15 seconds left, so it'd be good if Harrison had another takedown here. And he gets it.
That is the end of the first period. Your score is 6-2 Patriots.
So Spring Hill gets choice again. They get to do neutral, top, bottom, neutral, or defer, and the Spring Hill wrestler chose neutral. Coaches were wanting him to defer, but referee or the wrestler didn't pay attention or didn't see his coach.
I always find it interesting the different techniques that first-year wrestlers try to do.
Yep. And the Spring Hill wrestler had a nice takedown there to his back.
A very clean takedown. Straight to his back. The score now is 6-4.
I think he's going to tie it up, possibly, right? They had 2 takedown and 2 back points. So it should be 6-6 right now. Score should be 6-6. Yeah, we are 6-6. And the referee gave a caution to the Spring Hill wrestler. Current team score is 33-12. Page. So Harrison got an escape here. He's working for another takedown. And he gets that takedown. And he gives up an escape. The Spring Hill wrestler immediately shoots in on Harrison, and Harrison's able to get away. Spring Hill kid's an athlete. Harrison has a little more experience, wrestling experience. That was a nice takedown to his back right there.
Now looking for back points.
And
the pin.
And that brings the current team score to 39, Page, and 12, Spring Hill. We got a solid wrestler coming up for us for Page, Cole Weiner.
Repping a clean haircut.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that. Nice dude there. And he is wrestling Tyler Mayer. Cole gets that takedown.
Cole trying to suck him back.
There he goes. Gotta be careful here. Strong kid.
That was a strong bridge.
That was a strong bridge, yeah. There's some strength right there, but Cole
Rare
better
to see somebody pull someone all the way up like that.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, when he gets out there, Cole's got to be careful out there. Make sure he's got his feet wide and good support so he didn't get turned. Referee said that Cole decided to start faster than he should have. Cole's going for back points again right here. Kid's a strong
got
back.
to squeeze and hold him down.
Nice.
There
There's
it
the
is.
pin. And that gives Page another 6, so at 45-12. Page 45, Spring Hill 12. And coming out for Page, Ben Weiner.
Hey, he just wrestled.
Wait, and he grew his hair out.
Interesting.
And
It's as if they're brothers,
yeah.
even triplets, huh?
And he's wrestling Nathan Olajnizak. I think that's how you pronounce it. What do you take a stab at that?
Some difficulty with his headgear. He's wrestling Nathan Olajanekzak.
I think that's what I tried to say, but you did it better. He's got a different singlet on than the other guys do. So sporting the black and gold a little bit there, and Ben does a good job of getting in underneath. Ben and Cole are both good, experienced wrestlers for us. We're good guys, working hard here to get a takedown. You know, normally Alec Filarowski would be wrestling 132. Alex is sitting out tonight, taking a break.
What's Alec taking a break for?
A little bit of shoulder soreness. He's all right. So that was actually 126. I'm sorry. I said that was wrong. That was 126. So now we're at 132 with Ian Daffron. I apologize for my sort of unclearness. I've been on a plane today.
It happened.
I started out the day in Dallas.
Your current team score is 51 Page, Spring Hill 12.
Pretty commanding lead there for Page. What's the wrestler trying to go for a head throw, and Ian has a nice counter right there. Switches into a cow catcher, trying to come on top himself. Referee gives him the takedown.
I feel like the head throw is such a beginner's move and rookie move to do.
If it works, it's cool and helpful. But if it's oftentimes it doesn't work. Most times it doesn't.
And oftentimes it's not done correctly either, so
yeah,
that all plays a factor.
Nathan, you're eating some pizza there, but this match, is it sponsored by pizza or not?
We're sponsored by pizza, just plain pizza though. You know, it's basically a salad, just a giant crouton with a lot of cheese and sauce.
I've never thought about that. That's pretty cool.
If you eat a whole pizza to make you feel better, just think it's just a salad.
This is salad.
Just a big crouton with a lot of cheese and sauce.
All right, Ian's going for a pin right here. 5 seconds left. He's got him up tight. got a strong back also. Right here, Ian's wanting to get his feet in, and there's a little bit of trouble right here to give up the escape or a reversal possibly. All right, so he gets 3 near fall and then gives up that escape.
Collins Fiscus on the mat, about to stop the clock.
Collins has decided to end his season a little bit. He has a thumb injury.
A little bit of blood time. Nosebleed looks like for the Patriot. I think Collins was flexing when he walked out there.
He flexes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel Bond.
Joining me in the booth right now, Peyton Marsh. Just want to talk to you about what's it like to be the first girl wrestler for the Page Patriots?
Well, it was really cool being able to start a sport where other females can look up to me and like follow my footsteps.
Mm-hmm. And last year you made it to state. What was that like?
It was really nerve-wracking going out. Like I've never done it before, but I was happy with my performance, and I hope to like get to the top this season.
So how's your season looking so far?
It's looking pretty good. I'm like second seed for regions, so it's looking pretty good to get to state.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, Peyton Marsh, everyone.
Don't ever make me do that again. I don't know.
That was great to have Peyton on there with you, Nathan. We're into this match still with Ian. Ian still ahead 5-1 in the second period.
Ian with the pin.
Yeah, that was great. Ian got a
44
pin.
seconds left in the second period. That's 6 more points for the Page team. We will tell you what the team score is in just a moment.
Looks like it's 62-12. I'm not sure where the 13 came from, but I think it's 62-12.
It's
57.
57 Page, 12 Spring Hill.
That's right. That Spring Hill wrestler got the takedown pretty quick right there on Matthew Russo's, another freshman that's coming out wrestling tonight.
Both being very aggressive off the start.
Nathan, we're going to verify the team score, make sure that we're right with what Aaron's got. Yeah, current team score is 57-12, and the Spring Hill wrestler has us in our back here.
Not seeming able to get his shoulder blades on the mat.
This is Matthew Russo wrestling Gavin Sheets for Spring Hill. He's got that cradle on. He's trying to get that, get his shoulder down, but he's in sort of out of position right there to be able to get that inside shoulder down. And Matthew's doing a good job of getting off his back. Matthew could have caught him there. He's in some trouble here. He's got that leg trap. But we've only got about 10 seconds left, so. Crowd is getting crazy. And time runs out. Man, he did a good job of avoiding that fall, didn't he? Team score should be the match score should be 8-0 now. They've not added those 3 near fall to the scoreboard yet, but I thought it was already 5-0 before that series of back points.
Sometimes you just never know.
I know. That was a nice takedown. So they'll start back to center. Matthew's going to have to get out of there, get his feet moving and get his hips moving and get out.
He's going to have to do something if he doesn't want to get hit with stalling.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew flinched a little bit there. Again, in the team score right now, if this were to finish the way we are right now at 7-0, that's just a 3-point team win, 3 points for Spring Hill. But if he gains any more points here and Matthew doesn't, it'd be a major decision. Now he's getting back points right here. This is one of those positions, if Matthew could get himself over, he could end up being in a reversal.
And that's one of those things where experience comes in, because I don't think he knew quite exactly what to do.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a pin is going to be imminent right here. He was in a bad position with that leg caught up underneath him and underneath that other guy. And they win by pin. So that gives Spring Hill another 6 points for the victory. And so that makes the score 57-18. And now we've come up to with Nick Oberstadt is coming out to the mat. Again, Nick Overstadt's had a great season. It's 28-0, over 100 wins in his career, and he's out here wrestling right now at 145. Jeremy Wynn from Spring Hill. Going right to the cradle from his feet right here, Nate. You let it go there.
Your team score is now 57 Page, 18 Spring Hill.
That's right. Nick's trying to get us 6 more right here.
A lot of people get confused on how the team scores actually work. Do you want to explain that to them?
Yeah, so we've had several pins tonight and a couple of forfeits, and so a pin and a forfeit both give the team that wins that match 6 points. We've not had a technical fall, but that would be a win by 15 or more points, and that gives the team 5 points, the winning team 5 points. A match that ends with a score of 8 or more points, up to 15, so 8 to 14 points, is a major decision, and that gives the winning team 4 points. And any kind of victory that's 7 points or less is a 3-point decision.
So a pin is 6 points, a forfeit is 6 points, a tech fall is 5 points. You win by a major, which is 8 points and higher, is 4 points for the team.
That's right.
And then a minor win is 3 points for the team.
That's right. And tonight we've had the match that Steele Bjork wrestled right at the beginning of the night of this varsity round. He won by decision. So the rest of those have been either pins or forfeits, and that is what makes our score 57 to 18 right now. And there's another pin.
There's a pin for the Patriots, 6 more points added to the team points.
And that concludes the night. The varsity matches have concluded. That was the last bout of the varsity matches, making the final team score Page 63, Spring Hill 18. Coaches are talking about whether there were any more exhibition matches that they wanted to wrestle, but it appears they're going to shake hands and call it a night.
Well, we appreciate everyone for tuning in and listening. Big thank you to our head coach, Benji Gray, and a big shout out to the camera crew.
That's right. They did a great job.
As well as Mr. Flowers and the broadcasting class for making this whole program possible. This is Page High School Sports Program signing out.